Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of the podcast series of how to answer the Savitribai Phule Pune University MBA examination questions. In this particular episode, which is episode 2, we'll be discussing about the type of question that actually comes in the MBA semester examination. So Savitribai Phule University actually follows Bloom's taxonomy while designing question paper. So it is important to understand what actually is Bloom's taxonomy all about. This means that the questions are not actually random. They are structured, which is from easy to advanced thinking levels. So let's begin with understanding Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom's taxonomy explains about how deeply you actually need to think while answering a particular question. It has 6 levels, starting from first level, which is remembering. So this is about recalling the facts. The questions like define, list or name that start with these things comes under this particular level. The second level is understanding, which have explaining concepts in your own words. So the questions which starts from explain or describe falls in this particular category. Third level is applying, which actually focus on using what you actually have learned in real situations, which these particular questions starts from word apply and illustrates. So this is the third level of Bloom's taxonomy. The fourth level is analyzing, which is actually breaking ideas into parts and comparing them. So these questions starts from analyze, compare, or you can say differentiate. So the questions will start with these words actually fall into this particular fourth level. Then fifth level of Bloom's taxonomy is evaluating, which is actually about judgments, which include proper reasons also. So the words in which this question starts from is evaluate, or you can say justify. Okay. And finally the last is creating, which include designing new ideas or giving any sort of solutions. The question can start with the word like design, or you can say propose or formulate. So remember that these are simple flow accordingly, in which you find questions starting with these words, and which is in accordance with the Bloom's taxonomy, which include the stages called remember, understanding, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. Okay. So accordingly you have to structure your answer in this particular manner. So starting from question number 1, which are very short answer type questions of 2 marks each. These questions can start with the word like define or list, identify, name, or you can say differentiate. Okay. So these questions start with this particular thing. So the ideal answer pattern of writing this question or attempting this question of 2 marks is you have to write direct, and you have to write the textbook definitions. No examples are required until and unless it has been mentioned in the question, and you can use bullet points to give your answer also. Okay. So this is the way to solve this short type of questions, which carries 2 marks each. So in all you have to solve 5 questions, which is equivalent to 10 marks. Moving to question number 2, which is of 5 marks. 3 questions in which you have to attempt any 2. So these questions start from the word like explain or compare, describe, basic application type of questions. So accordingly you can write your answers. So the ideal answer pattern of this question is like giving a kind of introduction of 2-3 lines or more than that, and then explaining the main concept. You can also include subheadings. You can also incorporate tables if you want, and then you have to put examples like real life or examples of any sort of businesses in which it has been applied accordingly, and then you can conclude your answer. Okay, so simple heading format: introduction, concept explanation, comparison table if you want, or stages if you want to explain, and then accordingly the examples, and then the conclusion. Okay, so this finishes question number 2 accordingly of 10 marks, in which you have to attempt 2 questions out of 3. Then moving to question number 3, which is the application based question of 10 marks. So this type of question, again, you can find out the questions starting from the word like apply, or theoretical based questions, or you can say design based questions. It can start with the word design also, or explain the steps, like this you find in question number 3. And then the ideal answer pattern of this particular question is again introduction part, in which you give concept overview, and then the next heading can be explanation of the theory, or you can say the model which has been asked, and then accordingly the next heading is application steps, which can consist of pointers. The next heading is you can mention explaining each steps which you have previously put into the previous headings, and justifying it. And then the next heading will be the expected outcomes, and you can conclude this particular your answer. So this particular pattern you can follow, and suggested headings can be introduction, overall theory, and then accordingly the application of the given situation, and then steps, and then the outcome or benefits, and then the last heading can be conclusion. Okay, so in this way you can write your answer of question number 3. Question number 4, analytical question, 10 marks, in which you can find questions starting from the word analyze or examine, something like examine the impact, or recommend certain sort of a strategy, the strategies accordingly. So it can start with this particular word. Okay, so again the ideal answer pattern of writing this answer can be introduction, in which you define the concept, and then explanation of the concept, then impact, positive or negative, backed with examples. So examples can be the next heading, and then accordingly the recommendation or any sort of a strategy which you want to recommend, you can write that heading, and then accordingly you can finish it up with the heading of conclusion. Okay, so suggested heading: introduction, concept explanation, impact analysis, example, recommendation, and the conclusion part. Then coming up with the question number 5, which is evaluating and conceptual question of 10 marks again. So question can start from the word evaluate, or assess, or application, that is apply theory to your academic or your personal experiences. Accordingly you can be asked of to cite examples. Okay, so this type of question. Okay, so the ideal answer pattern of this question can be introduction, which is the kind of theoretical overview, then explaining the model if the model has been asked in this question, with the help of diagram, and then application part, application level wise, or you can explain it dimension wise also, and then realistic examples accordingly to back your answer, and then critical evaluation, which actually give a kind of a strength to your answer, and you can conclude it. Okay, so the suggested heading: introduction, model explanation, application, and then examples, then evaluation of the critical evaluation of the concept, and then concluding it. So in this particular manner you can write all your 5 questions in the examination, and considering the headings which I have proposed you can alter or change the heading also according to the requirement of the question. In this way you can get or fetch more marks in Savitribai Phule Pune University semester examination. Okay, so this is the podcast number 2 of this particular series. Thank you very much for listening. I'll be then connecting you back with the other series in which I'll be taking or covering up little more important doubts or from your end, which I feel that are important considering the examination point of view. Thank you very much for listening. We'll meet you in next podcast. Until then, goodbye. Take care. Sukoon.